Here at ICHK, we think about the curriculum as having two different sides in a certain way. We have the mainstream curriculum, which is presented excellently here and leads to fantastic results in the IGCSE and the IB. We have another dimension that we've chosen to call Curriculum X, something that's extra, something that extends the curriculum. And that works in several different ways and meshes together several different innovations. For example, you'll find other videos here that look at free learning, which allows the students to explore a variety of different units of work. That leads as well into enrichment and flow, which they do in the IGCSE years, which gives them the chance to continue that and to extend and innovate in their studies. We've got deep learning, which cuts across the curriculum in terms of time and cuts out some bigger chunks of time for the students to dig deeper into a particular area of study. We've got the outdoor program that I particularly focus on, which uses the beautiful surroundings we have here at ICHK and in Hong Kong more broadly to get the students outside and get them really experiencing the natural world around them. As a learning environment, the environment itself then becomes part of the picture. Take the difference between you sitting in one room, one classroom. The room itself doesn't demand a lot of you. You don't have to think about how the weather might change. You don't have to think about where the sun is, how hot you are, what you need to take with you. The moment you're in an outdoor space, that itself becomes part of the learning experience. You have a constant stream of information coming into you that you have to deal with, that you have to engage with. It can be a genuine challenge. You can be pushed outside of your comfort zone by having to deal with the world around you. To give you an example that brings some of those together in the enrichment and flow sessions over the last few years, and then build now into deep learning, we give the older students in school the opportunity to become outdoor leaders. So we do a series of programs with some of our linked primary schools that invites the primary schools to come here to have some time in nature, learning about science, beginning to see some of the big history of the area, which is another subject we teach in school. And when we first did that, we used members of staff purely to deliver that program. Over time, we've trained up some of our own students to become leaders and lead those younger primary age students. And it's a fantastic win-win opportunity for us. For the students coming up from our primary schools, they get to see students of 15, 16 years old who they think are cool and amazing and fantastic and enjoy the time with them. For our students, they're taking on a genuine challenge. They are, in a meaningful way, caring for these students, teaching them. Some of them can struggle with the physical demands of walking up a big hill. They're looking after them in waterfalls. They're doing activities with them, making boats, doing nature observations, doing art activities. And they have, as I've just spoken of, that genuine challenge of the environment itself. I can remember one instance where we've had a thunderstorm warning come in while we've had students 20 minutes from the main road up a hill sitting in a waterfall. And I've had to say to all of our students, we need to be out of here, we need to be out of here in the next 5 minutes, but we need to do that calmly and quietly. And they've been fantastic reacting to that, getting everybody ready, keeping their spirits up, leading them downhill so nobody knew there was a problem, but they've had to respond to that very, very swiftly. So if we then look deeper at the way the outdoor learning works, when people in education talk about preparing the students for the world they will walk into, it is obviously from that mainstream approach important to be literate, to be numerate, to have the basic skills of writing and preparing reports and those kind of ideas. But what employers usually tell educators is that they want people who can work as part of a team, who can work under their own initiative, who can respond when the situation is difficult. The time I'm speaking now, we're hopefully towards the end of the COVID-19 outbreak, a situation that has called on people to respond, to react, to be able to cope with a challenging, difficult environment and find new ways to work and operate. The kind of work we do in the outdoors is exactly aimed at that kind of approach, that people can respond to challenging environments, people can face their own fears, can look at the people around them and work out how to help, can spot what changes are about to come, can spot how the environment is going to be a little bit different, and put all of that together to be able to weave together all the things they've learned and cope in challenging circumstances. So if we look then at how this works as students come towards the end of their time at ICHK, we've developed a couple of programs that specifically weave into the bigger picture of the Mastery transcript and provide students with something concrete to take with them as they leave. For example, the Outdoor Leadership Certificate, which we now offer in 2 different parts, teaches the students a whole range of skills of working in the outdoors, preparing for a trip themselves, preparing to support younger people, preparing educational resources, preparing and risk assessing a particular trip or experience. Puts all that together with real world experience where they will have done 4 to 8 volunteer sessions where they've worked with primary age or younger secondary age students, and gives them from that a personalised reference. So they can use that to actually provide evidence towards credits in the Mastery transcript, and actually in a very practical and real way, because of some of the contacts we've developed with outdoor educators in recent times, some of them have gone on from here. At the moment, 4 students have moved on from here, and in between their time at school and university or through summer holidays, have got jobs with outdoor education providers working on surf camps and summer camps with younger students, because they can show and demonstrate in practical terms the skills they have, the professionalism they can show in that kind of environment.